Hello everyone, my name is Nomus and welcome to Kenshi, a new game for the channel. This game was recently released 1.0 on Steam earlier in the month, earlier in December. And I've heard a lot of good things about this. I must admit I didn't follow it from the beginning. I'm kind of new to this, but I have had some suggestions from viewers that I should check this out. Like I said, it was just released 1.0 recently here, so we're going to go and give Kenshi a try. From my understanding, it's a world-roaming RPG survival game where you can pretty much do whatever you want. There's no linear story to follow. You kind of make your own story, make your own adventure, and from what I hear, it can be a harsh game, so I'm down. Hope you guys are as well. Let's go ahead and start a new game. And from what I understand, Wanderer is probably the default kind of. If you're new to the game, you should start off with this. But there are a ton of different starting characters, I guess, or styles. We've got the Wandering Trader. We've got the Holy Sword. Each of these has a different difficulty level. You see, this one's dodgy for cannibal hunters. You start off with different amounts of cash or credits. This guy starts off with 9. It's an playstyle. It's an action RPG. Playstyle RPG, 0 credits, hard. But we're going to just go with Wanderer for our very first playthrough. Difficulty is default. We start off with 1,000 credits. I'm not sure what they're called, so I'm going to call them credits for now. It's an RPG playstyle. You are just a lone wanderer with nothing but a few coins, a pair of pants, and a rusty sword, ready to venture out into the world. This is the way the game is intended to be played. Okay, sounds good to me. Let's go ahead and begin. There are some advanced options. Again, not going to play around with those because I don't really know how they'll affect the gameplay. So let's just go ahead and start our first attempt, our first look at Kenshi. Okay, character creation. Let's go ahead and give ourselves a name. Of course, we are going to be Nomus. And we can choose between the different races here. So we got human, hive, skeleton, Shek. Well, I'm going to just start off with human. And then in the sub-races, we have Scorchlander and Greenlander. So do each of these have sub-races? Wow. Okay, skeleton's a skeleton. Shek is a Shek. Okay, well, human, Scorchlander tend to value personal freedom above all else. They don't tend to get along with the rules. Honest to a fault, laughing in the face of manners. Okay, so we got different race stats down at the bottom here. They have bonuses to dexterity, athletics, stealth, armor, smithing, weapons, and dodging. 100 hit points, and then minus 20 to farming, cooking, laboring, and minus 10 to strength. Or we can go with Greenlander, who has just the opposite, I guess. Boost to farming, cooking, and science. None of the others, though. Primarily from farmer cultures, they still tend to be an aggressive race and are easily led astray. The worst of them live in ignorance, knowing only greed and fear. But the best of them are some of the greatest civilized scientists, engineers, warriors in the land. Okay. Well, let's go with a human Greenlander. Maybe kind of vanilla, but it's what I'll be comfortable with. Okay, yeah, male gender is fine. Let's go ahead and set up our character a bit here. So his idle stance. That's fine. Skin tone, let's make him a little bit darker. A little bit more tan there. Height, well, that's probably fine. Just an average build. Frame, we'll put him a bit on the skinny side. Posture, oh my god. Make him a golem. Okay. Maybe he won't have the best posture. He'll be a little bit slouched. Okay, shoulder set. Yeah, fine. Or can we just do randomize? Maybe we should just do randomize. Get our general look and then go from there. Alright, cool. It kind of looks the same as I already had him set up. Arm bulk. hands. Those seem like big hands. His chest. He's going to be a bit of a hungry guy here, so we're going to pull in the stomach a bit. We're going to pull in the waist a bit. Those arms look too big. Let's bring down his arms a bit there. There we go. Okay, cool. That looks good. Face. Can we toggle through some presets here? Bit wider neck. Give him some gaunt cheekbones. Smaller mouth. Bigger nose. Where is this changing? Oh my god. That's a long nose. Okay, too long. Okay. Nose position. Sure. Nose tilt. No. No nose tilt, that's fine. Brow position. He's an angry man. Yes. Formidable. Alright. And let's go to hair. Ooh, I like the long hair there. The Jesus. Hold on. Long hair and a beard. Oh my god. It's the Jesus. What else we got here? I kind of like that long, scraggly one. There's that one. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, okay, let's give him that. I want to change up the hair, though. No. No. What else you got for me? What else you got for me for hair? Yeah, that looks fine. Okay, color. Saturation. Brightness. Let's turn the brightness down. Let's give him some like brown hair or something. There, we'll give him that. And maybe a little less saturation. There. Cool. Alright, there is our character Nomus. Seems about right. Let's go ahead and anything else to select here? No, I think that's it. So let's go ahead and confirm. Alright, in the border zone. So I played about 2 hours before just to kind of get the hang of some of the controls. So I shouldn't be bumbling too much off the bat here. We got our general camera controls here. We're starting off in a hub city here. I think this is where everyone starts off. Anyway, this is the place I started off last time. And then we've got our map of the world. I don't think anything's procedurally generated. I think this is just the map. So we got some stats here. Oh, where were those stats? No. Anyway, so that's the hub here. We got a lone shack out here, I guess. There looks like there's another town down to the southwest. We have got our inventory here. So you can have a bag. We don't have anything right now. Take a look at our stats. 1 across the board, 1s or 0s. So we're going to have to kind of grind our way through leveling up Nomus to being a better than just a useless wanderer. Right now he's pretty weak. I don't think we would stand much chance taking on anyone in our given state. But looks like we do start off with a basic iron club weapon. Very low stats though. From what I understand, you do want to get into fights. It doesn't really matter if you win or lose. Obviously you don't want to die. But whenever you get knocked out and you survive a fight, your toughness will increase. Your toughness here will increase, and then kind of doing any other task will level up these other skills. So like if we go out and start mining, we'll start getting some laboring skill points, XP. If we sneak around, we'll level up our sneak. If we run around, we'll level up our athletics. If we steal stuff, we'll level up our thievery. So it seems like a really cool open-ended game for us to explore here. So let's go ahead and take a look around our town that we're starting off in. There's probably some stuff that we can pick up, maybe in some of these ruined buildings. So let's check out these ruins. Nothing in this one. Let's see here. What do we got here? That's a toilet. Anything up here? No. I think if we hold down Alt, it'll show us nearby things. Oh, actually there is a rum bottle here. Let's pick that up. So that's now in our inventory. We don't have a lot of space in our inventory here. It does show us our total weight, 3 of 16. So that if we go over encumbered, we'll still be able to move around the same. But we'll just start leveling up our strength. That's my understanding anyway. Okay, let's see what else there is here before we enter the wastelands. Anything else nearby? There is a bar here. Now this is where we would go to sell stuff, buy supplies. We can go talk to the shopkeep here. So these are all the items that they have to sell. They got a katana here for 4,300 credits. Got a ninja blade for only 496. That might be something we could save up for. They've also got a spring bat, which looks like it's a gun, or is it just a crossbow? Takes heavy bolts. Okay. All the weapons are pretty primitive here. This is, as far as my understanding goes, this isn't Earth. This is some other planet. There's been some sort of catastrophe or some sort of war, and they've kind of been all sent back to the Stone Ages. So crossbows are kind of as high as the weapons go. I think there are guns, very rare, very powerful, but we can buy food and drink here as well. We won't worry about that right now because we don't really have any credits to use aside from the 1,000 we start off with. We should also be able to hire some companions in there too, but I think that does take a few thousand credits. So we're going to head out into the world, and we're going to start off by doing some mining, because that's the only, aside from stealing, that's the only way I really know to get any kind of money. So let's find a mining node. Maybe we'll go out the other exit here, the other entrance. Don't really know what I want to do in the game. Pretty much just going to be learning the game to start off with. Now I do have a general idea of kind of how to get going, like as far as mining goes and maybe avoiding conflict. But long term, I don't really know what we want to do. Okay, so there is a node down there. An iron resource. No workers. Okay, so let's send our guy down there. And we'll just keep our eye out for any potential hostiles. One thing we can do is over here on the right, we have all our actions that we can tell our guy to do. So we can tell him to sneak, and he'll go into his little sneak stance here. And it gives us these two symbols of how light it is outside, like how visible it is, I guess, for us. And then whether or not we're seen by any NPCs. So if this is blue, we're not in the line of sight of anyone. If we are, then it'll turn red. So I think if we just stay in our sneak stance while we mine here, we should be able to get a quick heads up if someone does see us. Now, we can shift click on mining to add this as a job. And then when we want him to just come out and mine, we can just activate the job. He'll come out here to this mining node and get to work. So maybe, I wonder if we should move over here behind the rock in case people wander across this way. So let's, can I tell him just to mine right here? Or is he gonna mine over there? Whoa. Something just flying through the air there. No, it looks like he wants to mine on this side. Okay. So we're gonna let him do this for a little while. We're gonna fast forward. And I mean, we could explore, kind of take a look around our surroundings here. You can see we are, looks like the desert. And oh, if we actually slow it down, look over here. It looks like we got a battle across the valley between some rivaling factions. I can't really zoom in much more because we can only see so far. But if I click on one of these, we got hungry bandits or starving bandits. Oh, looks like they've killed whoever they were fighting. Yeah, so there are some corpses over there. We might, I don't know, that's kind of far away. We might be able to go over there and loot some of those corpses and maybe find some better gear. I think we shouldn't get too far ahead of ourselves, though. I mean, we just spawned in here. So let's let Nomis mine for a bit. We'll speed up time here. If we click on the mine, we'll eventually get an raw iron output here, like so. We'll just right click there, we'll transfer that to our inventory, and we'll just let him continue mining for a bit. It's going to be a lot of grinding in this game, from what I can tell. So we're going to let him do this for a little while, and we'll come back and maybe make our first sale back at the bar. Looks like we got some people going up to the town. Let's just pause it for a second and we'll see who these are. I wonder if these are those hungry bandits. They are following the leader. Now, I have some injuries here already on my character. Did we start off with those? I didn't actually notice. But essentially, all of our body parts here have hit points. And they can take damage. They can, like, our legs can break, our arms can break. We could lose an arm or a leg, which would obviously make things a lot harder. We may need to go buy a bandage so we can heal up our leg. We're also getting hungry here too, so we'll have to go buy some food soon. But I just want to keep an eye on these bandits. Make sure they're not going to come towards us. Looks like they're just going up to the town. If any of our body parts here drop below 0, I think that's when we get knocked out. And if they get to minus 100, then we'll die. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's kind of my understanding from going through some of the tutorial stuff. And it looks like they're just going up to the town, so I think we're okay. I don't know if they're going to attack the town or what. But it looks like we might be okay. They haven't seen us. We still have that blue eye symbol, so we'll continue on here. We do have 3 iron ore already, so I think we can get 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we can get 5 more. Once we have a full load, we'll go drop it off. We are at 30 of 16 for our carry capacity. So if we look here into our stats, you can see laboring. We are already at level 6 here. As we're mining, you can see the XP going into that. And with each level, or well, as we progress to the levels of laboring, our you can't really see, but I can't really point to it, I mean. But over at the bottom left, our mining and using machinery stats multiplier will increase. So we're slowly becoming more proficient at something. We're still very low, but it's getting there. So let me continue on here, and we'll come back once we've filled up our inventory with iron ore. Okay, we have been spotted here. Looks like we've got probably some more bandits heading up the hill. Let's take a look here. Oh, and that health I was looking at, that was one of the hungry bandits. That wasn't ours. We're still 100% here. Let's take a look here, though. Yeah, they are coming for us. So, I don't want him to get into my first altercation quite yet. Let's tell him to run back up to the city. I don't quite have my fifth iron ore piece, but I don't want to stick around here. Yeah, this guy should be easy pickings. Get him. All right, let's run. Now, I'm pretty slow. They are faster than me. They're probably going to catch up to me, so we might get to see our first beatdown. If I can get up to the guards... No, they're going to catch me. Okay, so... Don't really have a chance of outrunning them right now. That's kind of why we want to get our athletics up as soon as possible. Do I attempt to fight them at all? I mean, we're so far away, I don't think the guards are going to see us and help us out. But, I mean, we could try to attack these people. Or just go into block. Maybe get some experience into... what would that go into, probably? Our melee defense, I guess? So, should I run as far as I can? Let's run as far as we can. I don't think we're going to get very far, though. Because they are a lot faster than us. Okay, yeah. They're hitting us. I think I'm just going to try and outrun this one. I might be able to get up there. I mean, they are doing some damage to us. But maybe we can get up to the guards and maybe they can help us. We're so close. We're taking quite a bit of damage here. No, we're down. Okay. So I am unconscious now. They're probably going to loot me. Take my iron ore. Let's see. Are they? Can they take my money? No. Okay, they didn't really take anything from us. So we are unconscious. There's our timer for being knocked out cold. Our chest is at -8, so that's what knocked us out. Was having our chest down below 0. So we'll just wait for this timer to go away. Alright, so now we're playing dead. So now as long as they have moved away, which they have, they're down there, we should be able to get up and get back into... Yeah, very slowly make our way up. Get back into the city. So we've sustained our first battle wounds. We're very slow. Our left leg is almost broken. So let's get inside. Not too bad, though, for our first day. I'm going to turn my jobs off for the moment. So we are going to go try and see if we can get a bandage from the bar. See if they'll sell us a bandage. Then we can take a look at healing. Alright, so let's head in. Let's go over to the bar. And let's take a look at our stats here. So our toughness is now up to level 7. So that was from taking that beat down. Our melee defense up to level 3. Our laboring up to level 7. Athletics up to level 2. Maybe tomorrow we'll, or in the next day I should say, we'll work on our athletics. We'll just run around a bit after we heal up here. So we'll go inside. We'll talk to the barkeep. Hopefully they have some bandages. We will be able to sell what little bit of iron ore we did pick up. So let's see what they got to sell here. Yeah, they do have some bandages here, so let's go ahead and sell those. We'll pick up... I think we should just pick up all 3 of these bandages. And we are starting to get a bit hungry. We could probably be okay for another day. Maybe we could just pick up some Gohan food. This is 75 nutrition, you can see in the top right there. Has rice, wheat, and green fruit. Value of 338. So 338 for 75 nutrition. This one's only 25 nutrition for 312. This is 15 nutrition for 63. So 5 of these would be 315. So actually this is a little bit cheaper than the Gohan, but there's only one of these. And then rice, we got 25 nutrition for 138. So I think the best bet here is to get this Gohan. So let's buy one of those. And we'll have some food for us. You can see our money over here down to 914. So not that bad, really, for our first day. We start off with 1,000. We're now at 914. We bought 3 bandages, and we got some food, and we sold our iron ore. Okay. So let's head out here, and we're going to do some first aid on ourselves. We're going to go find somewhere to sleep. I think one of these abandoned buildings does have... Oh, let's get the camera in the right position here. I think one of these abandoned buildings does have a bed. Yeah, this one here. Or this individual is, actually. He's a holy nation outlaw. Hopefully he doesn't mind if we sleep in here tonight. Alright, so let's get up. We'll just hunker down back here. Walk through the fire, of course. And we'll perform some first aid on us. So if you hold right click, there's the first aid option there. Or with the plus symbol, you can just right click. Or conversely, you could use the medic button down here. So you can see we are healed up here. Or sorry, we're healing up here. That was the other person. We're healing up our red area. So that's what we're healing. And now that that's done, we can see that our bandage, we've used almost half of the first bandage. Or the first aid kit, I should say. Now if we rest, we should start to see our levels start to increase. So we're pretty much just going to sleep here until we're back to full health. So you can see everything slowly increasing. Our chest is almost above 0 now. There we go. We're on the mend. Our left leg is healing nicely. And we'll kind of just let this go until we're fully healed, and we'll come back to maybe do some exercising and a little bit more mining. Okay, it is 8 o'clock the next morning. We have a little visitor keeping us company as we rest up through our final stages of recovery on our chest. Just about to reach 90 there. Once this is up to 100, we'll be able to head back out again. We're going to do a little bit of athletic training, I think. We'll just do some running around, maybe the inside of the town. And then we'll finish off with some more mining so we can get some more money. Alright, 96, 97. And looking at our inventory, we haven't dug into our food yet. Oh, and he's really keeping us company now. Okay, there we go. Let's get up here. And we'll go out and do some exercising. But yeah, looking at our inventory, haven't dug into our food yet. Our hunger is continuing to drop slowly. So we shouldn't have to worry about that for maybe another day before he digs into that. But it's good to have a little bit of food before we actually need to have the food. Down here, we can select how fast we want our guy to move. So this would be walking, jogging, running. Not sure what this one is. Is that like a full-out sprint? Anyway, let's just run around the town for a couple hours. Just get some exercise in, kind of level up our athletics a bit. Just out for our morning jog. And we can even open up our stats and see how we are progressing. So right now we are, where are we at? Athletics level 3, level 4. Let's try to get up to maybe level 7 or 8 for right now. So I'll do this for a bit and we'll come back in a second. Okay, we're almost at level 7 here. Let's just get that. Okay, perfect. So we got our level 7 athletics. We're a little bit faster than we were before. Still Probably not fast enough to outrun anyone. Let's go click on our job and we'll head back down there. Go continue doing some mining. We'll go into sneak. So again, we can get that little bit of heads up if someone does see us. Got our first bit of iron ore there because there wasn't that much work left to do from last time. Just going to rearrange these windows a bit. And we'll continue mining here until we have a few more pieces of ore. Okay, night has fallen. We're getting our last iron ore here. Let's get that picked up. Good. Turn my job off. And we'll head back into town. But as we head back up there, I also noticed over here there is a copper resource. So we might want to try and mine that in the next episode. See how the price compares to iron. Looking at our iron ore, this sells for, looks like 111. Average price of 90. Price markup is 123%. That seems pretty good. So let's send him inside here. He can sneak sprint back. Take a look at our stats. Laboring is now up to level 12. Our athletics is slowly increasing. Our stealth should also be increasing here as we move around and sneak. And oh, there's the bar right there. That's where we want to go. So let's head inside. We'll turn down the speed. Go out of sneak because I don't want to rob anyone here. And let's talk to them. Sell off the 6 pieces of iron today. A little bit better than last time. So we're selling it for 111. That gives us 600 and some credits, up to 1,580. We did dig into a little bit of our Gohan while we were working there. So we've got about a quarter of a bowl left there. We might want to buy another one, although there is no more Gohan here. Today at least. They do have rice. And this one, yeah, that one's such an expensive one. I don't know why you would buy that. Let's buy some dried meat though, because that was a pretty good deal. This one's actually, no, this one's very expensive. Never mind. Oh, it looks like copper sells for 161. Oh, so we could make even more money by mining that copper. Anyway, that will do it for today, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. This has been the first look at Kenshi. I think it'll be a fun game. We've only not even scratched the surface. There's a lot of cool stuff I hear you can do in this game, so I'm looking forward to playing more of it. I hope you guys are looking forward to watching some. Maybe this can become a new mainstay on the channel. That does it for today, though. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, I'll talk to you all later.